very important to understand the principle of the mental techniques we practice, because normally we say, I'm meditating. So what exactly you mean by meditating? Or sometimes we see friends closing eye and we don't know what exactly we are doing when we close our eye. And if we're not very clear of it, so it will not help a lot if we don't know the basic and the foundation of it. So the first technique is called focus attention. Focus attention. So as clearly as it sounds, the first technique is to help us to bring the attention back to the thing we want to focus on. I'll give you some examples. For example, right now, you are in this webinar, you arrange your time, you some of you quite tired after a working day, you still spend time. So it means you want to be here, you want to focus on what things going on here, it's clearly. But from time to time, our mind are thinking about other things, don't we? Maybe we think about, oh, what I have eaten dinner, what's going to happen tomorrow, how do I sleep tonight, what happened, why that person say that, why this person say that. So our mind very often is distracted. And one of the reasons why we are not very happy, we are not happy, is because our mind is too much distracted. There is a research, they show that when people distracted and when they concentrate, and the researchers show the people who can focus, who can pay attention, can be much more happy. So that's one research. And another research, they say the persons who have the ability to concentrate will have less stress before some difficult things happen and after that difficult thing happens. So they bring two group of people into a lab and they do this very interesting experiments. So let's try with me. So the first group, they kind of you experience. So let's kind of like this, just a metaphor, not exactly, just so that you feel a little bit. You bring your right hand and you kind of make some pain for your left hand. Or let's try it. So this is the experiment, that's what they do. A little bit pain. And they say beforehand that with these two groups, something will happen and you will experience some pain. And then they did that to two groups of people. And what amazing is that they discover is that the first group has no background in the mindfulness practice and focus attention things. The second has a lot of practices. What happened is before the pain happens, before they actually do it, those who do not have the mindfulness practices already feel a lot of worry. You got it? They feel worry even before it happens. And those who have who have a lot of experience, they have no worry because it has not happened yet. Why have worry? And when the pain happens, they all feel kind of similar intensity of pain. So it means when we practice mindfulness, we also feel pain. And when it's pain, it doesn't mean we become like no pain at all. We feel pain. But after that, so with the strong mindfulness practices, they feel much less worry, much less pain. But the ones who do not have the mindfulness practices, they still continue to feel, oh, it's so pain. What happened to me last minute, last 5 minutes, last hours? You got it? So a lot of the pain is created in our mind, a lot of the pain. So maybe it's the same thing with us. Maybe we all experience certain difficulties physically, emotionally, but do we worry too much before even it happens? Or do we regret too much when it's already gone? It's already happened. So in this sense, focused attention and mindfulness in general is very helpful. So let's try focused attention. So we try with a small exercise like this. So now I would like you to concentrate on the things on my hand. And let's see how long you can concentrate on this. Okay. Now tell me by typing on the chat, how many seconds, how many minutes you can concentrate on it until the moments, the thoughts arrive and emotion arrive. Maybe a thought arrive. What is this? This exercise. I have nothing to do until that moment. So tell me. So please type in the chat. How long can you focus on something? Paul, 3 seconds. Thank you, Paul. 2.5 seconds. Robin, thank you. So I didn't count, but not so long. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. I was confused because I didn't understand what I had to concentrate on, then thoughts about that. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. I will say, let's try to focus on these things. Let's add the first practice. That's what I say. About 10 or 15 seconds, not sure. Thank you, Ines. Thank you. I didn't count and say, but it was long for me. Thank you. By the way, hello, Eugenia. Eugenia from Spain. I just saw your chat. Thank you. Welcome. That's focus attention. So I would like to ask the second question. Do you think the more we can concentrate, the better we work, the more effective we work, and the more we can concentrate, a better communication it becomes? So I just asked, what do you think? So just share. Tom said, definitely. Thank you. Yes. Ines say yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's exactly what research shows. This simple ability in the mind, just the capacity to focus and concentrate on the things when we need, extremely increase our effectiveness in terms of working and our well-being in the personal life. Just these simple things. Just these simple things. The ability to concentrate on the thing when we need. Robin Summer, I think, is one of the very famous leadership experts. He say this is what he defined effectiveness. Effectiveness is when we concentrate on the thing long enough. That is the challenge we are facing, isn't it, in the current time? When we want to do a proposal, something else happens. When we want to spend time with our spouse, with our loved one, there's need to answer a comment in Facebook. Something only happens, and it's so difficult to really concentrate. I think it's become one of the most important in terms of the internal resources that we all need in the current time to recover our resilience, our strength. Just this simple capacity, the ability to concentrate on one thing when we need it. So that's focus attention. So how to practice focus attention? As you can see, it's not necessary to be a so-called meditation practice, because when we know the principle behind it, we can apply in many different contexts. Just right now, when you can concentrate on things going on here, you are practicing focus attention. And it doesn't have to be close eye, right? When you driving, you can concentrate. It's focus attention. When you talk to your family members, when you can really be present for them and concentrate, really listening, you are practicing focus attention. It can be applied, I think, in almost any situation. So in mindfulness practices, they call it informal practices. This means we can practice in any time, anywhere, when we want. But still, it's very helpful if we set up some time every day. If you don't have a lot of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes to do some formal practice. So now I will guide you some formal practice in terms of focused attention. So we can practice in any posture, but one of the most popular posture is sitting. Just right now, we are on sitting. So let's start with some sitting. Choose a comfortable sitting. When it comes to the posture, please remember just one word: balance. Balance. What does it mean? We allow our spine to be straight, but relaxing. Remember, some friends say, I try to relax. Now, we relax and we try. There's an element of alert, but also relaxing at the same time. That's an art of sitting. Sitting in a way we feel balanced. Our spine is straight, but relaxing. You can close your eye if you feel comfortable, or you can open your eye. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. But if you open your eye, let your eye gaze down a little bit so that we have less distraction. And sometimes when you feel too much thoughts, it's useful to open your eye also so that we don't get caught too much in the thoughts. So sit, balance, straight, comfortable. Just bring our mind back to the present moment. And be aware of what is going on in the present moment. external environment, in the body, in the mind. Just be aware, nothing to do. What do I see? What do I hear? Smell, taste, sensation in the body. Simply name it. Which emotion I'm feeling at the moment. Most difficultly, with thoughts I am having. Thoughts is coming and going so fast sometimes. Can I be aware of my thoughts? It's very helpful if we can name it just by some brief sentences. Thinking about this, thinking about that. Feeling this, feeling that. Now, let's choose something to focus on. If it's okay for you, let's focus on the natural breathing. The breath are always there, coming in, coming out, always. It's the natural things happen to us. Just simply aware of these natural things. The breaths are coming in. I'm aware of the breaths that are coming in. The breaths are coming out. I'm aware of it. Just aware. Just simply aware. Be aware of the natural breathing, coming in, coming out, again and again, as an object of attention. The more we can do it, the better we become. Simply aware of the natural breathing. And very often, thoughts, emotion will come as distractions. It may bring us back to somewhere in the past, in the future, or somewhere. Now let's try to recognize thoughts and emotion, distraction when they come as close friend, not as an enemy, but as a very close friend. Hello, thoughts. Hello, emotions. Hello, distraction. My dear friends, I know you. Hello. You can say hello to them, to recognize them. And then coming back, paying attention to the natural breathing. It sounds very simple, but it's amazing capacity that we all need. Focus attention. Just simply paying attention to the natural breathing. Again and again. And when thoughts, emotion arrive as distractions, let's recognize them as a close friends. Hello, and coming back to the natural breathing. Again and again and again. Be patient. The more we can concentrate on the natural breathing, we develop a lot of inner resilience, a lot of inner strength, just by simply paying attention to the natural breathing. We develop patience, tolerance, compassion to ourselves, acceptance, all the thoughts and emotion when it comes, just by simply aware of the natural breathing again and again.